go. Good morning, people. It is Saturday after something.
It is Sunday morning.
There you go. It is Sunday something. GGWP, Geeks Game, whatever podcast. I'm your host, Drame. To my right, we got my boy.
Taylor, what's going on?
And I got more energy than Taylor today. He sounded a little sick, so I'm just going to carry the show for both of us.
Oh, I'm fine.
Today.
But I'm not sure what your Lego What does Lego mean?
Lego. You know Lego? Lego.
Lego, like Lego pieces? Lego, like Lego, my ego?
Hey, you can make a shirt that says Lego and have one part with Chris Brown, and it said Lego, and the other part has waffles, and Lego, my ego.
Chris Brown, huh?
Chris Brown. Chris Breezy! That's my dog.
Ooh. You're going to alienate some of our audience now. Thanks a lot, Dre.
Hey, it is what it is. This is GGWP Geeks Game, GGWP Geeks Game, whatever podcast, where we bring you what's hip, what's poppin', what's nottin', and all that fun.
And Chris Brown love.
And Chris Brown love.
From Dre.
You know, I'm not going to lie. So okay, so this is going to sound a little strange. I separate the artist from the person and like the music. A lot of people can't do that. So when people see I love Michael Jackson. I'm not going to lie, when Michael Jackson passed away, I actually cried. Full on, I was at the VA working the help desk when it happened and Michael Jackson was announced dead. I was like, are you serious? Like, my heart was broken.
Okay, I gotcha.
But some people like, Michael Jackson's a weird. I was like, no, it's Michael Jackson, man. Same thing with R. Kelly. I don't care what he does in his personal life.
Peanut people?
Yeah.
PP time?
Hey, he's a musician. I know. I understand it's hard for some people. Like, some actors, I can't separate their personal life from, like, their, like Tom Cruise. I cannot go see a Tom Cruise movie and just not feel like, okay, that dude's fucking weird.
Oh, then that's kind of hypocritical then.
I know. I'm saying I can only do it in some cases. When they're white. When I can't do it. No, like James Franco was in the news recently. That's what's popping right now. James Franco, and he was like
talking to some 17-year-old girl.
17-year-old girl. But I'm not sure how I feel about this, because at one end it's like it's abuse of power, sort of, because he's a celeb and he's talking to somebody. But on the other end, he did the right thing. Like, you're illegal, right? This is all good. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I know that was a weird segue into anything.
All right.
You can just edit that out, right? We're editing
nope,
that out.
Keep it all
we're just going to start all over. This is GGWP. No, I actually got a question of the week for you, Taylor.
As I do you.
I got a good one for you. This is all about you, okay?
Oh,
so
Jesus.
when I was young, I used to watch wrestling, all right?
Oh, you took my thing? You taking my thing? Because today is WrestleMania, WrestleMania 30
WrestleMania is 30 tonight.
I'm going to watch it.
That's WrestleMania XXX at that, right?
Triple X, yeah.
So I used to be a huge fan of wrestling, I'm not going to lie.
I still watch wrestling.
Back when I actually thought it was real. Okay, I was a young kid. I was naive. I thought it was real. I mean, and you can't fake some of that stuff. I mean, you can't. What wrestler once said, you can't fake gravity.
The bumps and bruises are there.
Yeah.
You're going to get those.
I mean, the storyline, whatnot. So, I got past that. So, but let's say mid-90s, not mid-90s, probably early 2000s. I still used to watch wrestling. And my thing was the music was like the best part of wrestling back then.
The intro music, you mean?
The intro, yeah. I used to look. I would seriously just wait there, because Mankind had some dope music back then. Undertaker's always had some interesting music. They changed it up here.
It varies, yeah.
But when they go back to the Graveyard Symphony, I actually know the names of the damn songs. Right? The Graveyard Symphony, right? Uh-huh. Undertaker, he interesting. I mean, Hulk Hogan back in the day had that tight intro music. The Rock, he went from do you smell what the Rock is cooking? Yeah. And then that was my jam. Gangrel had that really really creepy music. Dusty Rhodes had or Gold Dust. Had that interesting. I mean, but that's like the best part of wrestling for me. But eventually, that music to me start being that cool, and then the storylines are always ridiculous. What keeps you watching wrestling today? I mean, I'm so far behind. They took off. I mean, last I checked, they took off Kane's mask. Yeah. Kurt Angle wasn't there. Brock Lesnar wasn't there anymore.
Brothers is there today.
I think he's back. Yeah. I don't know. Is there still Gold Steve Austin still?
No, he does more promotion as far as he does a podcast, not associated with wrestling, but then he also someone getting a call. Sorry, it's very rude.
We're editing that out, right?
Nope, I'm just being rude.
This is real life right here.
Sorry guys, I had to call it to decline it. No, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm all about the show here. So Stone Cold Steve Austin is does promotion. He goes out and promotes the WWE Network now that's out.
Because I would think it would be hard for Stone Cold Steve Austin to do anything other than live.
He does. Like he also hosts
unless it's beer.
He also hosts a Broken Skull Ranch, Broken Skull Ranch Challenge, I guess, whatever it's called.
It's country.
It's not country music and television, but it's more of like a competition with people, like a reality type of competition.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, he does that.
I can't see like Stone Cold working in like finance or something like.
No, behind a desk in a suit. No, he doesn't do that.
Like he's screwed. Like Mankind. I don't imagine Mankind does anything that's not outside of wrestling.
Right now, Mankind is stand-up comedian. Right now.
Okay, I can see that though.
He does stand-up comedian.
Okay, I'll give him that. Mankind, he was a joke, but it was like a joke you wasn't sure.
He was a joke character after he did the creepy stuff. He went to joke character back when like the Rock and Sock connection was done.
But he was a joke character when he was Mankind. I feel
he was supposed to be serious. The joke character was either the joke character for him. He said was Dude Love.
But to me, when
Cactus
Dude
Jack
Love was a joke, Cactus Jack, Dude Love. But when he was Mankind, it was like a joke. To me, it was a joke. Like, but you didn't know whether to laugh with him or at him.
Yeah,
because it was all just kind of like weird. Like it's like uncomfortable creepy joke.
Yeah,
but it was like a joke nonetheless. I mean. I don't know. I always felt it was like a joke because even like his intro music was creepy, and then like his ending music was like that therapy music they played.
Yeah,
it wasn't the same. Like, and he would sit there in the corner, and it was like, I don't know if I should be laughing or not. But it was like it was
supposed to be creepy. It's like the boogeyman.
Yeah, like to me that was like a joke. I mean, the whole thing was like a big joke. Not like we're laughing at you, we're laughing with you. We don't know whether we would laugh, but it's ultimately like a joke.
Okay,
I don't know. That's just my take, so I can understand like his progression in life. And it was really funny. You used to watch 30 Rock, right?
30 Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had some random he played Mankind in one of the random 30 Rock episodes.
Really?
And it was like for 10 seconds. And it was like, "Oh, where some new shows are premiering." And then all of a sudden they had Mankind on there like doing therapy. It was like, "What the hell?"
I don't remember that. I must have missed that.
And it was so quick.
Mm-hmm.
Look it up. It's like a really quick. I'm talking about if you weren't paying attention, you would have missed it. Like if you can get up, turn your head, turn back, and then the little short skit he was in, he was playing Mankind. Was
gotcha.
He's a great. But take it all back. So what keeps you there nowadays?
I like the story. I do like storylines. For a while it was CM Punk, which I'm wearing the shirt today. I'm wearing that shirt.
CM Punk.
CM Punk, best in the world. Who has sadly left wrestling or WWE for the time being. Hope he comes back. I'm not sure. It's the storylines. It's sometimes the action. It's the certain performers have like the charisma. They have the moves.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Take a step back. Some wrestlers they're not even really athletes. I mean, I want to say like Road Dogg Jesse James. He was just there. Yeah, he was just cool. I mean, he was
now he's really overweight and Billy Gunn is there. Badass Billy Gunn's there, still trying to rock the long hair because he's balding.
And those dudes were all about D-Generation X was all about charisma. It was more charisma than wrestling style. I mean,
yeah, it was more just get the audience hyped up and do funny stuff. The storylines not so much or really keep me there. It's more of like I don't know. I stay faithful to it. I watch Raw. I'm not a fan of SmackDown or Main Event, which is on Wednesdays now.
Now, so last time I remember, okay, so this is like I said, I haven't watched wrestling in like 20, not about 20 years, but like 10 plus years. They were all one big faction. Like SmackDown was just a continuation of Raw. Raw was just a continuation of SmackDown.
Raw was a flagship. I believe Raw is a flagship show for WWE, and then SmackDown is more of like the wrestlers that don't always make it on Raw, which is the big time. They go to SmackDown. SmackDown does like the lower roster, like the B and C level wrestlers, the here and there wrestlers, and Main Event is just like. You get maybe one or two matches there.
Okay, things have changed apparently.
Yeah, especially now with the WWE Network. They have it's an online network that's a pay per view. Sorry, it's a subscription paid.
They have a network now. Damn.
Yeah, it's on WWE.com.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and they have reality shows. They have like actual program they do.
That's interesting.
And they have the other stuff going on.
The Rock's still there. I mean,
Rock is not there.
The Rock isn't there.
Not there.
Oh man, I can't.
See the Rock, and other people like him now. Batista.
Batista too's gone.
Batista's here back, but he's back for Guardians of the Galaxy. There's a reason why he comes back. I'm sure he's going to promote his movie when it comes out.
Okay.
But all these there are they're one-time deals where they come and they promote their stuff and then they leave.
So I said, I'm going to go at a quick gamut of wrestlers I remember used to love, a.k.a. hate, or hate to love them or love to hate them, however you want to say it. Triple H.
He is there, and he is the COO because he married Stephanie McMahon in real life. So he's a COO. So the thing is, okay, right now, I and a couple of people that watch wrestling, we have you heard of the term burying somebody?
No.
Okay, well, hey, clean water for this. Okay. Burying somebody. Okay, so it happens in both wrestling and people say it happens in UFC as well, with Dana White in UFC. The storyline is maybe to talk down about somebody, make somebody look bad in the storyline, whatever for the show. But when they constantly do it on like social media, they do it. It gets to be like you keep putting this in people's mind that they're a bad wrestler or a bad person or bad in general.
Right.
So you're burying the whole character, like you're just like downplaying the character. So like people can't really get behind it. So they keep this like he keeps talking shit on. Currently it's Triple H and Daniel Bryan, which is they're having a match tonight at WrestleMania.
Who? Triple H?
Daniel Bryan.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not familiar with that person.
Okay. It doesn't even ring any bell. Like
that's you probably no, you probably haven't seen him.
No, that's cool. It's cool.
But no, that's been his thing. He's been burying and talking crap and telling, like, coming out doing the storyline, telling everybody that he's a B plus, a B wrestler or whatever. He's not the best. He can't even be the face of the WWE. Like, that's the big thing is being the face. Is constantly burying him, and UFC too. In UFC, Dana White does that on Twitter. He'll say like, "Oh, if somebody has a bad fight," and that's not scripted at all. It's real.
Yeah.
So if it's not scripted, if somebody has a bad fight,
so they say,
and Dana White goes on Twitter or whatever, or on Facebook or in an interview and says like, "Oh yeah, this person's bad," or this person, and people who appreciate Dana White and follow Dana White take his advice and they start disliking that person. And essentially, they're like that person's not going to get.
Yeah, I remember a long time ago. I watched. So if one of the most interesting things to ever watch is a wrestling documentary because you have these people who are playing in almost a real life soap opera that's taken seriously, but at the same time they're like good people. I mean, Hulk Hogan has like the biggest following. Probably
Hulk Hogan's back only to promote though.
No, but I said he was in this one documentary saying like he has a family. And this was like 10 years ago. So his kids
was it Beyond the Mat?
I don't know. It might have been.
Okay.
It was a long time ago. He was talking about, he was playing. This was when he was playing Hollywood Hogan.
Okay.
And people love Hulk Hogan, but at that time they loved to hate him.
Yeah.
So him and his family are at places, and you have people like yelling at Hulk Hogan, like "Fuck you, Hulk Hogan, we hate you!" And he's like, his kids just didn't know how to react because he's like, "Daddy, why are they yelling at you?" He's like, and he was trying to explain to him like, they're supposed to hate me. I want them to hate me, and it's almost like it's a catch-22. They're hating him because he's doing such a great part. At the same time, he's doing such a great part that they hate him so much. And
that goes back to you, where you can't separate the artist from the song.
And it's really hard. Like, but there's some people who are like, even though they're bad, you still like The Rock when he was part of the corporation, corporate elbow, and all that. People still loved him because he was The Rock. He had that charisma that even though you hated him, you couldn't help but to love him. But then there's some people like I don't know. I want to say the only one I can think of right now is like the NWO, which was like Hollywood Hogan, Eric Bischoff.
That was all TNA though.
Yeah.
Or
no, that was
WCW.
WCW dudes. WCW.
WCW. I'm sorry.
See, that's how old school I am.
No, I'm thinking because they bought WCW and now TNA is still around.
Yeah, TNA. Total nonstop action. The stupidest name ever. Anyway.
Okay.
I used to like it was it ECW?
ECW is that they incorporated ECW into now.
They just
WWE.
bottom them. Maybe not, but I don't know. But
yeah.
Anyway, it just sucks. Well, I had a point, but I am so far
Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan. It's crazy. It's crazy. But no, I had a point. I was going.
Was it It was separating the character and his.
Oh no,
being
it's
heel.
back to your barring. Like I can understand what you're saying.
Bearing?
It's like you're bearing.
Okay.
So it's like it's to the point where like, how do you take it? It's hard because it's like, are they serious about this or is it just all part of the money?
Yeah.
Yeah. And ultimately, is it? He's just saying this because that pays a bit. I mean, you have a fight between Floyd Mayweather and whoever he's fighting at the time, and he just is bagging on him. It creates the hype. The hype brings in the money, And then at the end of the fight, you see them shake hands and like hug and shit, and it's like, damn it!
Yeah, but it's really
Did it to me again.
but it's really about the wrestlers or whatever. Like tonight, they're having a Red Lesnar and Undertaker match tonight, and it's going to be Undertaker trying to go 22-0. He never lost a WrestleMania match. Lesnar's trying to make him lose, but it's more like these two have had a rivalry, a real life rivalry. It's not just a fake. It's actually they really don't like each other.
That's always great for business too. You know they hate each other, so you egg on that hate.
Yeah, and so you bring them on. So like they've tried to show that as much as they can. But in past UFC fights, when Lesnar was fighting, he post interview, whatever, you see Undertaker walk by and they give him such a scowly look, and Lesnar's like, "What?" And like there's like that was a couple years ago. You saw that. I think he was fighting Cain Velasquez, but Undertaker walked by and. You saw that, and that was supposed to be the match then.
We actually had to talk about that when that happened, because I'm under the impression that fight was semi-staged because Brock Lesnar was going to go back to the WWE. Because if you see his knockout, no, this is not to say Cain Velasquez couldn't win that fight. Cain Velasquez has a title belt now, so he's obviously one of the best fighters. But that knockout was kind of like, it looked like a WWE knockout.
Like it was like a shadow punch?
Did you see it? Did you hear
this was years ago.
He kind of like flopped around. It was like, anyway, that was back then. And it's so gone now. It doesn't even matter. But so you saying right now it's just like you don't know what keeps you there. It sounds like with the
no, I do know what keeps me there. I told you guys, the charisma, the storyline, it's the people, the wrestlers. Like some of these factions, these groups have like amazing moves, and like they just. You're like, that's an awesome move, or like they work well together. Because
one part so the music was the big thing for me in the games, the WWE games or WWF at the time.
Yeah,
was like the most awesome games you can get for Nintendo 64. But as soon as they started getting into PlayStation, it took away.
It's like 40 moves you had to move.
Yeah, it was like up A, slap. It was like, and it was way more because when it was in the Nintendo 64, it was like up. Down, left, right,
yeah.
And then if you hold R and then up, down, left, right, and it was like simple, and they all had like the same bit, but it was all different, and then you could start customizing characters. Like, oh shit, make it more.
You had to create a wrestler and like started there,
and you could almost play. It was pretty awesome, man. But then at some point, it lost that. Side note, you ever played it was Def Jam Vendetta?
That's a wrestling one?
It was kind of like wrestling, but it was like...
no, I haven't played. I've seen it, but I never played it.
It's like Fight Club and wrestling mixed together. They should bring that back with wrestling, because it was just like Wrestling Unleashed or something, or on the streets. Just wrestling, but...
Wrestling Raw?
Yeah. Just,
not WWE, not to be confused with Raw with WWE, but yeah, I got you.
That would just be awesome, because I thought that game it was just so weird, but cool. And you always want to see these wrestlers take it one step further. That would be an awesome. I'm patenting that right after this show.
You're patented.
I could never get the WWE licenses. No, okay. That was my question for the week.
My question has to do with wrestling as well.
Let's talk about wrestling. Let's go.
Okay, so my question before we get into our game section and everything we've been playing. Looking back, you mentioned games. You mentioned music, but. What is give me a match that you remember that being your favorite match?
My favorite match. Okay,
can maybe a favorite or one that stands out like that's an awesome match.
Okay, so a lot of the matches that stand out are obviously the Kane and Mankind, but Kane and the Undertaker Mankind. Those matches always stand out.
Mankind through the top.
But those matches stand out in my head, but maybe because
after that match where he slammed Mankind through the ceiling, through the chain, they had to they started reinforcing the top now.
Yeah,
they with a couple layers just so it wouldn't happen again.
And and that match doesn't stand out because it was so great. It's like, dude, that fool could have died.
Yeah, that was a good chance he would have.
Yeah, he just flew through there. And I always wonder, like, did they know that like, not the wrestlers, but did the people who built that structure know that that could happen? Because I've never see somebody run into a gate and fly through it in my entire life. Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen cars hit gates and barely make it through, but cars kind of stuck. He fell through that. I mean, I don't think Mankind weighs like 800 pounds. He probably made
and that's like a 14-foot drop.
Yeah, he just hit that gate and just flew through it. It wasn't like wobble wobble
No,
break.
no.
It was like break hit. It's like what the hell?
That was a brutal match.
But some of my favorite matches, I can't think of like a top matches, but I can think of some matches that I really remember. Is back the Powerhouse team was when Kane and Undertaker were actually fighting like a tag team. Back when Kane still wore a mask.
Yeah,
I thought they were cool because you just saw them and then it was scary because the Kane and whenever Kane's music came on, the entire room got dark and then he did
both Kane and Undertaker.
Yeah. So just having them two, it felt like the God and the devil was in the ring. And, so they had some memorable matches. When the Brood was the Brood,
Christian and Edge, and also
Christian Edge and Gangrel. That was pretty cool. I liked the Ministry of Darkness versus the Corporation.
Was that with not Farouk, but was Ministry? But it was the big guy?
Yeah, for I can't remember his name. Viscera. Yeah, he was there. The Brood had joined the Ministry of Darkness. Undertaker. I forget who else, but there was like a lot of side characters.
There was also isn't that where they got the Acolytes from?
Yes, the Acolytes were. Oh my!
That was Farouk and
Bradshaw.
Bradshaw, yeah.
And Farouk was one of my favorite. He's like some of those moves look kind of stupid, but Farouk's like a power bomb move. It was just a power bomb, like a inverted power, but it looked like it hurt. It was just slam. I was like, damn, that's like there's like no finesse to that. He just throws him on the ground. But it looked cool, and like Bradshaw had the clothesline. It was like Omega clothesline or whatever it was. But, matches that stand out. I can't think of any. I love the Dudley Brothers match just because it was always predictably stupid. It was like, get the table.
Get the table. Yeah.
3D him through the tables. Those matches were always fun. The one match I can say that really stands out in my head, that really stands out, is an old match, WrestleMania, I forget. No, SummerSlam. I'm saying with SummerSlam, it was Crush versus Doink.
Crush.
When he brought the clone out from under the ring and they beat the Crush down. Do you remember that?
No, I don't. I'm thinking of Crush. I'm thinking of Crash Holly, but not Crash Holly. But
nah, not Crash Holly. It's Crush. His move was like he put hands on both sides of your head and like crushed like a vice grip.
I gotcha.
And picked you up and slammed you down. And then there was Doink the Clown.
Yeah, Doink. Doink passed away.
Yeah, did he pass away?
He died. Yeah.
I did not know that. Okay, but the most memorable match really stands out in my head is Crush versus Doink, like SummerSlam. I want to say like 95, 99.
That's a big time span.
Yeah, I don't remember.
No, I gotcha.
I'm pretty sure you can Google Crush versus Doink. It'll show up. Because this is like the time that Doink, he's like pretending to lose. All of a sudden, like a Doink came from under the ring, and then it was like they beat him down, and he's like, "Oh my god, what's happened? Like, oh, the inhumanity of it all." Oh man, all right, that's the most that stands out.
No worries. Before I was a big CM Punk. I'm still a CM Punk lover, but I'm a big CM Punk fan. But before that, I was a huge Jeff Hardy / Hardy Boys fan.
I was going to mention him.
Okay, I love the Hardy Boys.
Jeff Hardy especially, yeah.
Yeah, it was the music, the doom doom. The music when they came out, it was that when they came out. Then just their in ring. Well, not so much Matt, but Jeff. Jeff was more acrobatic one. So and I believe in 2000, it was the TLC match, triple threat match. It was Edge and Christian, Dudley's, and Hardy Boys.
See, that sounds amazing. I can just imagine that because you have the Edge and Christian were cool. They weren't as cool as the Hardy. They were like a Hardy Boys.
They were the chairs. Dudley's were the tables, and ladders were the Hardys.
Yeah, tables, ladders, and chairs. Ha ha ha! I get it.
Yeah, TLC.
But yeah,
that match was amazing. Seeing because one thing I really wish Jeff Hardy would come back from TNA to WWE, because just the more like the swanton bomb off the top rope or off the ladder. I'm not sure if it was that one when Edge speared Jeff Hardy when he was hanging onto the belts. He speared him off the ladder onto the ground. Like he leapt off the ladder, speared Jeff Hardy. They both fell down to the mat.
That sounds like I actually somehow know what you're talking about. I didn't realize the Dudley Boys were in that match. Yeah.
It was a triple threat match, and it was awesome. That was my favorite matches. That was so exciting. Way back when.
Way back when. Taking an old school right here. GGWP, the Geeks podcast. Let's say that's the geek portion of it. Let's get into some games right here.
Okay.
It's been a while. So actually, let me start off with what I've been playing. So I just started Arkham Origins.
Welcome back to how many years ago? Last year?
A game I pre-ordered, by the way, right? I ain't got the pre-order bonus. I just started it. I actually think, for some reason, okay, this is going to sound strange, but the sound is weird in this game.
The sound?
Yeah, the sound specifically. For some reason, the sound is off. I don't know if it's my system, but I played Arkham City in the same system, and the sound was perfect. The sound, I don't know what they did to it, but it's like remastered, and it doesn't sound right. Other than that, I think they finally got like a Batman game right. It felt like the perfect mix between... Like Arkham City, to me, just seems ridiculous. Like, why would they ever build a city and throw all the villains in there? It just, like, it doesn't make any sense. But Arkham Origins, it felt like it got the Batman... Like, the mix between Batman comic, the mix between the Batman show, and the mix between movie and video game, all smashed into one. It felt like it got it right, finally. Uh-huh. It's pretty cool. That's all I gotta say. I've only pretty much played like, the first two missions.
Is it harder? Somebody said it was harder. They felt it was harder.
It was decently harder, I would say. All these games start off assuming you know how to play Batman.
I was gonna say, also you have to know how to go in, like, okay.
Yeah. And if you hadn't played Batman in a while, it's kind of like you gotta pick that back up. But seriously, if you had never played a Batman game and you started this one, you would have the hardest fucking time. Because, like, you don't... So the very first Batman, Arkham Asylum, you don't have anything. You slowly learn throughout the game. Mm-hmm. In this game, you pretty much start off with everything you had in the previous game.
Arkham Origins?
Origins. You start off with, like...
But I thought Origins was like him when he was like growing up, like, but the first year of being Batman.
Like all the extra stuff you do with like the batarang, the bat sequencer, the remote. You start with all that.
Really?
And then like they kind of try to show it to you, but like I said, in the first game, you learn that throughout the entire game. Like they kept piecing it on. Mm-hmm. Then it's like, okay, here's all your weapons. And they show you how to do some of them, but they're already there. It's kind of weird. Like you already had the explosive. Like all the stuff you start off with or end with in the last game, you start off with basically, other than the combos. But so far it's good. I mean, I don't have much to say.
Okay. What villains have you encountered?
Killer Croc. That's pretty much all I got.
That's all I got.
There's 8.
Did you encounter fight him, or did you encounter him like you saw him there?
So this time you actually fight him.
Not like the stupid battering one where you jump.
You actually fight him, and it's actually kind of cool. It basically is like the fight with him is almost the exact same fight you had with Joker back in Arkham Asylum,
where you hit him with the 3 thing, you bring him down, you hit him.
Yeah, it's almost like that. It's not that exactly, but it's on a roof, and people are joining in, and you fight like a juiced up Croc.
No, is he the same size as the Arkham? Is he a big guy?
Yeah. Oh, okay. And it was really hard. I had never had such a problem with one of the first bosses. It's like, he's running at you, you jump out of the way, run at you, jump out of the way, daze him, and then punch him. But he must have killed me like 10 times.
Really?
I kept like trying to dodge. I don't know, something's wrong. Maybe the controls are a little wonky too in this one. Because I kept dodging him and would run right to him, and he would clothesline me. He was like, God damn it.
Really?
But it's interesting. I finally got the hang of it and finally beat him. But what I'm excited about in this one is like they brought back a lot of the obscure villains, like Deathstroke.
Okay.
They bring him in.
Deathstroke, which is actually you can see now, or it's ended on Arrow.
Slade Wilson.
Yeah.
I've been watching Arrow. I don't know if I like that show or not.
I like the show.
It's like a good concept wrapped in bullshit writing. Like it's almost like a soap opera.
It's
like there's so much added drama they're talking about almost like forced drama in that show.
Well, it's a CW show. They have to actually they have to show equal love to both men and women, boys, girls, male, female, whatever. So they have to have soap opera, plus they have to have action.
Like when it started off like raw, like, oh, this is gonna be dirty. But then all of a sudden he's like his sister falls in love with this bad boy, and they're trying to.
That's the Red Arrow. That's Arsenal.
It's so much forced. I don't know. It's like a soap opera. I can't describe it better than it's a.
Well, what do you think?
It's a great concept wrapped into a soap opera.
Buffy, Smallville.
Yeah, those are like
Angel.
Those are like purposely soap. Those are more like soap operas wrapped into like a action show.
Oh, it's the same thing.
I don't think so. This one's really like it's like a comic book.
Which is supposed to be its comic book show.
It's like a comic book wrapped around like, okay, let's turn a comic book into a soap opera. Or let's turn a soap opera into a comic book. It's more soap opera elements and not, I don't know.
Okay, if you're thinking that if you're going to go like say an issue is an hour long episode of Arrow, you're fitting 22 pages or 30 pages, whatever, of just pictures and dialogue into an hour show. They're trying to fill that in or fill a storyline, and they're doing some arcs or whatever. Right now, they're doing the Slade Wilson little arc. You can call it.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. The show.
You're not sure if you like it.
I watched the show. Right, I'm on like episode 20, but I could care less how it ends. Basically, I watch it just to see what happens. But if everyone blew up in that world, like whatever. Like I don't know. There's something about that. It just turns me off, so to speak.
Okay.
One part that really just bugs me is that this dude just slept with this girl's sister, got her killed, and she doesn't seem that mad about it.
Don't worry, it'll happen a lot more throughout the show.
Yeah, she just doesn't.
Shit's gonna happen, and you're like, well. Like, everybody's really forgiving in this show.
Yeah, that's just really the whole show. Like, damn, maybe I'm a heartless bastard, but I'm pretty sure if my girlfriend went off with my brother to cheat on me and then got him killed, I'm kind of like, I'll probably put a hit on her or something,
Yeah, I gotcha.
Or at least never talk to her again.
Yeah.
They hang out and go get food, coffee. Seems like, maybe
yeah, Mr.
They all just seem really forgiving in that.
Oliver Queen in the comics and both in the show, he bones down a lot of girls. He just...
I don't know. There's something about that show I just can't quite get over. Like, it's a decent... I can see why people like it.
Okay.
I just can't get there. Like, I watch it, and I respect the show. Like, I can see why people love it. But it just... something about...
So you haven't got to the Flash part then, have you?
Nah, I haven't.
The two-part? Okay, that's pretty cool. That's a cool thing.
Where I ended off was we're about to find out what the undertaking really is. And they're implying that it's like a giant bomb that's going to level the city or something.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. Speaking of
Kinda,
shows,
sorta.
I'm getting more and more into DC shows. I just started watching Young Justice.
Really?
Yeah.
Welcome back.
I like it. It's on Netflix now.
Yeah, it's awesome. Young Justice.
It was a decent show.
Yeah, you know what sucks? Are you watching part 1 or part 2?
Just part 2?
There's season 1 and season 2.
Okay, I'm glad there's a second. Cause only on Netflix there's only one season. I was like, damn.
Okay, season 1 is like when they're young. Season 2 is when they're a little older.
Okay,
and like it's really fucking awesome.
Okay, so the show, I'm half on this show too. I mean, It doesn't know if it wants to be like an adult show that some kids can watch, or a kid show that adults watch. Specifically, that fucking Martian girl is really annoying.
Oh, the
Megan.
Okay. Yeah, Megan.
She is like.
Have you got to the part where you find out why she's called Megan?
No. Okay. I mean, she did. There was some echo to like she was watching a TV show and one of the girls go, "Hello, Megan" or something.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's it was cute and funny like the first time, but then like the 18th time you hear that, you're like, oh my! And then like Kid Flash is now starting going, "Hello, Wally!" You're like, oh my god, shut the fuck up! It was really interesting because he made it a reference to Planet of the Apes. It's like I'm pretty sure there was no kid that got that.
Back
to Batman, yeah.
But I think Young Justice. I forgot what the second one was called. Fuck, it's Young Justice and then Young Justice something. I forgot.
Decent show, but it's not. It's one of those like So if you watch X-Men Evolution,
the one that were in high school.
Yeah, I hated that show. No, it had potential, but it was so bad. That's why I feel like this one is like the Young Justice in high school. I mean, they're not literally in high school for the most part. It feels like that vibe, like we're gonna high school up some DC characters.
Somewhere in high school. I mean, and the next one, some are actually in college.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. X-Men Evolution was like, what if we took all the X-Men characters and put them in high school and see what wacky situations they can get into?
They can relate to the audience, yeah.
I don't know. All right, it's a decent show, but it's not... I can see if it got canceled. I'm assuming it got canceled, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure
it got stopped. They stopped that, and they brought in Beware the Batman, which also got canceled. It sucks. But I think they're making a new one. They're making Bruce Timm's coming in with a new Batman small animated show.
Gotham City?
No.
City Nights.
It's like a black. It looked like a black and white, like really like noirish kind of thing.
Oh, good.
So
that's my kind of show right there. It really is. What you been up to?
I have been. I've been playing Titanfall still. It's like I mentioned last episode. It's a multiplayer game, so I've been playing a little bit of multiplayer. I'm doing tons of projects around here, doing different stuff. So I just spend a couple hours here and there of Titanfall. But Tuesday, Connect Rivals comes out. I'm excited about that. That's the one where you can do right now on Xbox One. You can do Connect Sports Rivals preseason, which is like a jet skiing game. This one, the actual game comes out. You have a couple other different options. You have like bowling and like tennis, and you have rock climbing, and you compete against other people online too. So it's really cool. And actually, this one, like, they scan your body. They scan you.
It's gonna say like The Biggest Loser.
Yeah, no, they scan your body, and they actually try to map your face the best way they can to the person. So you actually look like the person on there. So it's not like you pick some generic face.
So you're doxing yourself on Xbox Connect.
Yes.
If you're not familiar with the word doxing. All right. Interesting. But since we're almost an hour into this show already, is it not an hour?
We're about 36 or so minutes in.
Okay, we probably should transition to
okay, right.
I'm transition to one of my favorite days in the year. There's only like, I wouldn't consider this a holiday, but it's a day that, you know, some people like their birthday, some people love Christmas, whatever. One of my favorite days of the year is April Fool's Day.
Okay.
Back in like 10 years ago, it wasn't, but today it is because, you know, there's the pranks around the office, the pranks around your friends, but now big bad corporations and the internet just gets flipped upside down on this one day. You don't know what to trust. You don't know what to try to buy.
Well, you know, you come to learn that on April Fool, don't trust anything you see online.
Exactly.
Just all real news on 31st or on the 30th or the day before or day after.
And it started small, where the companies would release some fake product or like, oh, buy a trip to Mars. Now it's at the point where like the big six companies are like, they
put time and effort and they develop stuff.
Like, it actually, the amount of money that they put into this is ridiculous. They actually like go out and do advertising. We're talking about videos, like viral marketing.
Yeah,
all for like
the whole production. But it's also a good way to get your name out there.
It really is.
If you have a good one, then you get talked about and retweeted or, you know, shared on Facebook.
Like Think Geeks probably the best example of that, because I don't even think they actually do April Fools. They just they test the market.
Yeah,
what would somebody be interested in? Because there was
that Tauntaun, the Tauntaun seat bag.
Yeah, they tested the market with that. Now that's a real product. Last year they had the Technomancer suit. It was like a suit. It's a hoodie, but it made noises and lit up stuff. Now that you can actually go out and buy that. Actually, I might go buy one for WonderCon. That might be kind of cool.
Very nice.
Yeah, but you can go buy that suit now. I was hoping they would do the Lord of the Ring lamp, because I have my wedding ring is the one ring, so I wanted to put it on the lamp, and I wanted to follow it. That would just be kind of awesome, but they haven't released it yet. But yeah, it's a really interesting thing. So, what was your favorite?
Well, I went through it. I enjoy the Think Geek ones. Blizzard had some funny ones. They had a Flappy Birds type of clone with like the death.
My wife, so Google Maps basically turned it to Gotta Catch 'Em All Pokemon.
Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't know how to do it. I'm like, you want me to drive over there and get it, or how the fuck is it?
No, you're supposed to go on Google Maps.
Okay, that's stupid. I'm like, I saw it. I'm like, no, okay.
The video did imply, we were actually confused too at first, because the video implied that you had to go drive to these places and find
I was like,
Pokemon.
fuck no, that's like San Francisco. I'm like, I'm not gonna drive over there for a Pokemon. What do you do?
But nah, you just scroll on Google Maps and find them. My wife seriously spent like 12 hours.
I saw it online. She posted she fought all of 150 plus Mew and 151.
151 Pokemon. And I actually did it too, because, you know, I can't let my wife top me. So I must have spent like a good 6 hours doing it too, but once I got to like 120 fucking Pokemon, these things are hard to fucking find. Right?
No, it was all over the world, right?
Yeah, all over the world. And you had to zoom in. Like, you couldn't just like be like you couldn't just see the whole country like, okay, here they are. You had to zoom in as far as like seeing like a small block.
The fuck?
So it was intense. I kid you not. I was at work doing this probably all day. Like, oh, hold on. All right. Ah, Charizard, bitches. It's actually kind of fun though, because you had to like rethink like okay, monuments, capital cities.
No, it was it there, or was it like this off the wall, like that's the one street somewhere in like Ohio?
So there was some off the wall. Okay, so where like big corporations like Apple Studios was, or company, Facebook, they would have like a bunch of them there, and then like at Stonehenge, you might find two.
Okay.
the giant Jesus statue.
Yeah, in Chile, in Brazil.
There was like one or two there, and in like capital cities may have like 3 or 4.
Or like places like that, like everyone that Wonders of the World had something.
Yeah, I googled the Wonders of the World and I was looking them all up. Damascus. There was one at the Antarctica near the Science Center.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this was like a full-on search.
I gotcha.
One at the Cape of Good Hope.
Cape of Good Hope?
South Africa.
Okay.
There was one there. I couldn't find
volcanoes or anything?
Yeah, all the fire ones were volcanoes. So Charizard, Charmeleon, and Charmander, yeah. They were all like volcanoes. Mount St. Helens. I went to Mount Kilimanjaro. I'm telling you, you were just like thinking of all the places that people go to visit or Google a lot.
No, these 150 were they the original like red, green, and blue Pokemon?
So I don't know anything about Pokemon, so I can't say yes or no.
Okay, so I just wanted to know if they were like.
I mean, they look like the basic Pokemon, not like a super special Pokemon. But that would have loose. I thought there were only 150. Apparently, there's more than that. So.
Oh no, there's every game. There's more.
Yeah, so I have no idea.
And there's Pikachu, there's Pichu,
but
there's
Mew's punk ass. We thought for the longest time that he was made up because somebody like, oh, I found 151 Pokemon, and like it only says 150. Like, okay,
yeah.
And then more people start posting that they found it. Like, maybe it is real, but I kid you, like some of the Pokemon you could Google where they might be, and they would be there. Mew, they were like posting coordinates, and that motherfucker was not there at the time.
Where was
he? So what they figured out is every.
Does he move every hour?
No, he's in one place.
Okay.
But it's like, generally speaking, like he's like in 20 different locations he might be at. If you were lucky. Some people were posting where they found him and he was there. A lot of people like, no, he wasn't there. Mostly he's even found at Nintendo Studios, New York Studios, or the Amazon River. Which you have to scroll through. Yeah. It's a big ass river. That's where he was on mine, but it took like hours to find him. It's crazy. It was interesting.
Okay. Did you get anything at the end? I mean, it says, like, you had to go get...
You caught them all, yeah.
Yeah, you caught them all. But it says that you're going to be a Google, like, a Pokemon trainer.
I'm really hoping there's, like, some card I can get. Like, I really want a business card that says, caught them all Pokemon. They should go for it, like, you
But you did, though. Your wife did, not you.
It doesn't matter. It's under my account.
In your account? Oh. Okay. I guess that works. Another cool thing is YouTube came out, and YouTube has done a couple things. Last year,
they're saying last year YouTube.
last year April Fools was YouTube was holding a 7 or 8 year contest to the best video, and last year they finally ended it.
Yeah.
This year they admitted that they were behind every single trend, every very viral video ever made. Anything from like dance to the dentist or to Nyan Cat to
size
anything.
Dance.
Size dance, everything. They were behind. They were the thought process, and they did everything.
It was actually kind of funny because they were having people release.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, Twitter us your new trend, and then we'll go out and like send us a video. And they're actually having people do like the chicken hand high five. You see one?
The what?
The chicken high five. You take a rotisserie chicken, you duct tape it to your hand, and you high five somebody else who has a rotisserie chicken. And they had a video of this.
That is
they actually have
goddamn ridiculous.
So if you go to YouTube Trends right now, they have like a playlist of submitted videos. This was a clever one. People are actually submitting videos of their new trend. They had the glub glub water dance.
The glub water dance?
Yeah. People are dancing and they had just pour water on them. They had announced 5 new trends that they're bringing up. The glub glub water dance where people dance and their friend pours water all over them.
Okay.
There was the Kiss Your Father special where people run up and kiss their dad.
That's kind of weird.
Film it. What else was there? The rotisserie chicken high five. There was the what's that term when people will just break out and dance all of a sudden?
Oh, like flash mobbing?
Yeah, there was flash sobbing.
Oh, flash mobbing and crying?
Yeah. So, in a group of people, all of a sudden, like 4 people just start screaming as loud as they had in tears.
Very nice.
It's the most random shit ever. It's really interesting. People are submitting these. People actually go out and doing this in public. That's awesome.
Now, you mentioned the League of Legends Ultra Rapid Fire mode. What's that?
To me, this was the best April Fool's. Okay, so you play League of Legends, you're familiar with League of Legends. Okay, so they released the mode where it's like, okay. So first they had like a promo video, like, we realize that this game takes too long, so we're just going to amp it up. So what makes League of Legends fun? the cooldowns and whatnot. It's like they just whenever your character starts it, you're pretty much amped up to beyond level 18. It's like beyond like level 50. Your spells just cool down instantly. There's no time pretty much with them, like you doing a spell and having, so you can just pretty much keep spamming spells and whatnot. So it was funny. They announced because this is what they did last year. They announced like this mode that was going to come up that never came up. This year they announced the mode, right? So then they actually had a video of them playing this mode, like a full on because you ever watch the esports, the League of Legends. They did a full on video like that, like it was live. Like, oh, this is the new mode, and this is the top 2 teams in America are going to try it out for us. And it was funny because the whole video was a joke, but they actually had like a studio audience there. They were doing like these random jokes within the match. They were while the players were playing, one of the guys would run down there with a mic and like talk to him. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing? Hey, he's killing you! Go, go, go!" And it was the stupidest thing. And then the other guy, he jumps in his place and starts playing for him. Like, I got this, don't worry, team. And he's playing the match for him. And then they had like the whole team was there. Like the entire League of Legends production cast was there. Even like the UE version there, they commentated for like 10 minutes randomly, and then they switched back to America. It was quite interesting.
But some of these go out of the way to essentially tell you that it's a joke. Like they go overboard, so you're like, okay, it's a joke.
Yeah, but the League of Legends took one step further. You can actually play that mode they played for this duration of the entire week.
Really?
Like it was like an ongoing joke. So right now, if you log into League of Legends, you can play Ultra Rapid Fire mode, the mode they played there, and it's actually kind of fun. I mean, the whole thing's stupidly ridiculous. Yeah.
Okay.
It's stupidly ridiculous, but it's actually kind of fun. And then they have right now on League of Legends top plays of Ultra Rapid Fire mode. And it's the stupid. They put a lot into this. Like you should have.
Would it be just a screen full of this mass chaos? Is spam?
That is basically what it is. You could keep the spamming spells. Like I played Malzahar, which after every 4 spells you summon this little monster, right?
Okay.
Well, you can, which would normally take a while, but now you can just keep doing spells over and over again. So
you have a gang of monsters with you?
These little things rolling with me. There's like literally like 8 of them, right? And they're really strong.
Yeah.
That's why you used to just 1 every 4. But now you can just keep spamming spells over and over. Like I can do 3 spells in like under 2 seconds.
Oh wow.
So now there's like Sisu. You can go destroy turrets, and like if a champion rolls up, because Malzahar is a stun thing, and it cools off so fast now that as soon as I kill one person, as soon as a person runs up, I can stun him, and my little fiends will go kill him. Yeah. And then the next person, by the time they get there, the same thing. It's the stupidest thing ever.
You're trolling people.
Oh man, it is so fun, and it's really funny because people get mad
at you.
Yeah, they're like, "Dude, can't you hit things?" Like, are you serious? We're playing this joke mode and this joke stats, and you're pissed off because
you found
we lost. Yeah, and like they actually had to disable some characters because they're so good in this new mode that they
not like Mr. Yi.
He's still there. Actually, he's not that good. Actually, he's once you stun him, he's dead. Sona, because she heals, you can just keep doing that over and over again. We found that if you had 2 heal characters, you never die. So they disabled her. This one character named Rise, his spell had a low cooldown to begin with, but you can just keep throwing it over and over again. You can't stop. It's so stupid, but it's so fun because it's so stupid. I think they had the best one hands down.
Okay.
Like they went out, they just not only did a video, but like another production of it. They had to make the mode, and now it's playable.
Okay.
I thought it was awesome. I don't know.
So let me go through 4 of the Think Geek ones and tell me what you think that would be most plausible. So we got the Mr. Beard, which is you put your face into a little machine and it makes a beard for you.
Yeah.
We got the Nerf Nuke Bomb, which is a big like a ROM bomb.
I'm surprised they don't have that already.
I'm not sure.
I thought
this may be their gateway. Like, okay, let's try this. Where it kills it's like an AOE attack where like everybody around you gets killed.
I think the problem is like the ball itself. Like if you threw it like could break a window.
Well, it depends how tough that ball is.
Well, yeah.
We got the Klingon Rosetta Stone,
which I'm surprised they don't have already.
Well, they have a dictionary that has to speak Klingon. They have a book on how to speak Klingon.
Yeah, so and I know people who can speak Klingon, so it doesn't seem that far fetched that they have a Rosetta Stone,
I suppose. And then they have an Arc Magic one. This is the Arc Mage one, which I am always a mage class in RPG in any type of RPG I can.
I'm giving this product 4 months before, maybe even 8 months before it's on the sale.
Yeah,
but because like I said, Technomancer was a joke. Now it's on sale.
And Archmage wants them to sell because it's a cosplay item.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, why don't you just release this? Why joke about it?
Yeah, and
there's actually more though. I didn't know this. If you scroll on the same page, there's the USB.
Was it the flux capacitor one?
Yeah, that was a joke.
Yeah.
I was like, why would they joke? That doesn't seem hard to make.
Yeah, I know. It's maybe testing. I guess testing products out.
So ThinkGeek doesn't have April Fools. They just test out the market to see how many people will click this. But that Archmage is going to definitely go sell for soon.
Yeah, just a wand.
That was a fun day. They had more. Wazzy had the map thing. Had Wazzy dating. That was stupid.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude. Google had the Shelfie, which was like a selfie.
It was a robot followed you around, and it's just selfies at random times you wanted.
That seems like I'm not surprised that they actually would because selfies, which just pictures of yourself, which have been popular forever. And that's now
they termed for it, like your TMNT term.
Yeah. TMNT hashtag. How about your boy? Yeah, I'm surprised that's not a product, so I can see that hitting the wave. What else was there? Apple did, not Apple, YouTube, not Apple.
No, Nokia had one where they had the original Nokia phone, but with like a 36 megapixel camera in the back of it.
It's just so funny to watch it. It's the stupidest thing. Ray, that company had like the Ray cat gear, so they have a cat decked out in like full camping gear. They
had one where it's they had one site had one where it's like you meet the pet. Like before you pick a pet, you can meet him like Skype for pets or whatever. Like no, texting. There's one for Skype for pets and one for texting for pets. Where there's a little device where like the dog would press a button, like hit a button with his paw, and it would send you a text saying like I miss you or how are you, whatever.
That would be an awesome thing. I'm telling you, why don't they release that?
Or you could call the device and like it would light up or whatever, and the dog would pound something. Excuse me. It would talk for him. Like it would talk. It would talk to your dog, or I guess cat too. I guess if the cat was strong enough to push down the little thing.
It's just funny how far out these companies go. It was a cool April Fool's Day. I actually look forward to this day every year because the internet just turns upside down.
And if you do a Google search, you can find like people have lists of every single prank, like every single website.
It's fun to try to. You go to I'm just going to a website typing man. Facebook didn't have anything. Did they have something?
No,
they had a video of somebody else getting pranked. Which is okay. So let's take if you do a prank, there's some pranks that aren't funny, or like you take it too far.
No, okay. One went too far.
What's up?
It was EA pranked that they were lowering their specs and going for Nintendo because I think EA stopped doing things for Nintendo.
Yeah.
But EA on Twitter said, "Oh yeah, we lowered our resolution for like I forgot what game it was. So now we can go to Nintendo and Wii U would be the best platform, whatever." And they were essentially making fun that. Somebody that ran the EA Twitter was making fun that even though they had broken ties with Nintendo, they were going to lower their res and lower everything down so they could fit on Nintendo and it'd be the best ever. And like the president had to come out or some high exec on EA had to come out and like say, "I'm sorry, it was a joke. It was bad taste. I apologize. It was whatever." And somebody got fucking just fired for that because like when the president of the company has to go out on Twitter and like has to like apologize and like come out and say I'm sorry to Nintendo, whatever, to everybody in the world, like it was a bad joke, like don't hate us even. And people already hate EA for many reasons, but don't hate us even more. Like that's just that's bad
karma. Also, there was one for Firefly. It's like, oh, we're gonna release a new season, and everyone knew it was a joke. But there's a lot of people that like been waiting for that news, so it's just like a slap in the face, like, ha, show's never coming back, bitches.
Yeah.
So some people were upset about that one. There was a prank they showed on Facebook, like it was advertised by Facebook, where these dudes took this guy's car. It's a nice car.
Okay.
I mean, it's one of those cars that could easily be bought for like $100,000. Like like my car is $10,000, so this was like a nice car.
Okay.
They wrapped. I'm just saying, put it in perspective. I had like a piece of shit car and it cost me $10,000. This guy had like a $150,000 car, like those nice cars you see driving around.
I got you.
They wrapped that dude's car in aluminum foil. Now, that's all funny games, like, ha, ha, ha. But if you scratch my motherfucking car with that aluminum foil, I'm kicking all y'all asses. So
that's it? Kicking asses? That's pretty light.
No, because you can, like, some stuff you can just, like, kind of, like, wrap in a saran wrap, and it won't do much.
Yeah.
But, like, aluminum foil is like metal. And you can scratch paint with metal. And I don't know.
Or if it gets hot, do you think it'll fuse to the impact car or whatever?
I don't know. That's what I was thinking too. Like it would get hot too.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's too. You don't want to fuck around with a $150,000 car. Maybe like a $20 watch you wrap in aluminum foil or something.
Maybe something, yeah.
Like you fuck up and break it, dude. My bad.
It's a calculator watch.
Here's some money because I fucked up your watch. But let's say you had fucked up like the paint job. That's like I only got $5,000 for you to go repaint that car. April Fool. Nah.
Yeah.
There's something you just don't take it that far, and a lot of people. Some people do go out too far on that day. Just leave April Fools to the big corporations. Fuck up. They got the money to.
Did anybody prank you at your work? A job?
Nah, no pranks at my job, Itchy.
Not me either. My job is pretty.
Like I said, I don't fuck around with April Fools anymore because some of those jokes go too far, or you can say the wrong thing, or
it's karma come back and bite you in the ass.
Because nowadays people are like, I don't want to say too sensitive, but they're quicker to not take shit seriously, like or take shit as a joke. They're like, "Oh, what the hell was that supposed to mean?" If the boss pranks you, that's cool. But if you prank the boss, that might blow up in your face.
Yeah, like, oh, what the fuck? It's professional. It's our business.
Yeah. So
aren't you working?
So I don't fuck around with April Fools anymore. I've done jokes that ha ha ha. I know that wasn't funny. Like, oh, never mind. But it's a fun day. Let the corporations deal with it.
Right on. Let's move on to
so
what?
If you take away anything, go to YouTube Trends, play Ultra Rapid Fire mode of League of Legends, or at least just look it up. It's so ridiculous. It's
just Google all the other pranks and check them all out. Maybe one that may fit you or may think is funny. This week it was announced that Amazon Fire TV has come out. Fire! You who Dre actually purchased an Amazon Fire tablet.
Crap.
A couple years ago.
It was something.
So now this is a $99 set-top box. All you need is HDMI power cord, and I assume it's streaming through wireless to whatever.
So I'm going to start off with, I thought Amazon did this all wrong.
Okay.
And they had a great idea. We know what would have been
cut me off.
I don't know. I was listening to it.
No,
okay.
that's okay.
No. You know, Taylor, I apologize.
Okay.
Go ahead and continue what you were saying.
I lost my place. My whole.
Well, good, because I didn't want to hear what you were saying. Anyway.
Obviously,
I don't want to hear me talk. This is a podcast. It's actually all about me. This is the Dre podcast.
You come over here for my equipment. Yes.
Yeah, he got some nice equipment. I don't feel like buying this shit myself. Tomorrow's my birthday.
No, I didn't know that. Facebook does not say anything. Actually, no, Facebook did say that.
Yeah, it's actually blocked on Facebook. If you even tried to comment on my page, it's not going to work.
Okay.
So fun stuff. I hate birthdays.
Yeah, you totally wait right now. It's birthday.
Yeah, well, because no one's listening to this podcast. You know that, right? No, I'm just fucking around. But no.
Wow.
No. I'm telling you because you
want a gift.
No. I hate birthdays. I don't even know why we're talking about my birthday now.
You brought it up, man.
Fire.
You brought it
up. Today was my birthday, and I'm turning 30.
Darn.
I don't know. To me,
30.
that's so. To me, I hate when people say "Happy Birthday." It's kind of like
you didn't die this year.
Yeah. What do I like? I don't know. Maybe when I was younger, and birthdays were like a celebration. But once I turned 21, it's like, damn, I was 20 last year, and now I'm 21. Next year I'm turning 22.
I'll be 32 this year.
Yeah, I don't know. The time goes by so quick. It feels like I feel like I was just 21, and like it dawned on me like in 10 years I'm gonna be 40. It's like fuck, time's moving so fast these days. Like it's already April. Shit,
it is April,
and it feels like the year just started.
Yeah,
I don't know. Sad story. I hate birthdays. So if the point I brought it that like if you go to my Facebook and try to comment, I disable comments for 2 weeks. I don't want nobody wishing me happy birthday.
Really?
I don't like people calling me on my birthday. I always try to work on my birthday. I just don't like birthdays. It's just not a celebration.
You are
humbug.
just full of sadness.
So
you interrupted me to tell everybody you hated birthdays. Not to even mention on the Amazon Fire that I was talking about.
No, because you're mentioning me being rude, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna go shoot myself now.
No,
Amazon Fire. I think Amazon did it all wrong. I think most companies are doing it wrong these days.
How are they doing it wrong?
I think, like I say, you have a great concept, like a Steam box. I'll give a pass to, but everyone wants to do their own thing now. So it's gonna come to a point. I think in 10 years, Sony's gonna have streaming TV. Well, I'm assuming in 10 years. Sony PlayStation, Xbox Revolution, whatever they call it then, Wii 24, whatever they call it then.
any future major consoles.
Yeah, they're gonna have their own device where you don't have to go out and get something else. Now it's gonna be our own TV service, our own streaming service, our own gaming service. I mean, and for the most part, they're already like that.
Okay.
Now Amazon's doing the exact same thing.
Well, why wouldn't it? It would fit because Amazon already has Amazon Prime. It has Amazon streaming on demand. You can watch videos on there. It'd be equivalent to having a Netflix. Netflix, but
I mean that's great, but Amazon's not. To me, Amazon's never going to have that great of games. In the position they're in right now, maybe they start putting some money down. They'll have like the AAA titles.
You know what the Amazon Fire TV? Amazon Fire TV is a set-top box plus the Ouya equals Amazon Fire.
Actually, that's the point I was going to get to. Amazon TV or Fire, to me, they did it wrong. They should have partnered with somebody that is already there. Maybe not the Ouya specifically, but maybe like the Steam box. Someone who has because Amazon's great for streaming and buying other shit. But they're not great on games.
But there are many different variations of Steam boxes. There's only one Amazon Fire box.
Well, no, I'm saying maybe they should pick out one Steam. To me, they have a good market. They don't have a great market on streaming, but they have a good market, like a niche market. There's a big three: Prime, Hulu, and Netflix, right? Because of streaming. I mean, this Redbox, it's Crackle, and all that other shit. But for the most part, when you think of streaming, you think of those big three. They have a good market there. Amazon Prime, out of all those three, I think is the worst. I'm not saying it's bad. All right, I have Amazon Prime because it came with my Prime shipping, which is awesome. But
don't you have to buy Amazon Prime to get the streaming service?
Yeah. And so people nowadays are doing that. I mean, it's only $80 a year. It's going to go up.
Okay.
It's at $119. But essentially, right now it's less than $10 a month. Soon it'll be $10 a month. Decent service. They have a decent streaming service. The games, I've only ever bought one game on Amazon, and I didn't think it was that great.
What'd you buy?
The Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you meant actually a game for the...
Yeah, Realm Reborn. And I didn't have a great experience, so I don't think I'm...
Okay, that was for the PC. That was you bought a code through Amazon for the PC. This is going to be... Amazon Fire is going to be streaming to the box.
But no, I know what I'm saying. They don't have a great market for games. And this is maybe just me when I look at the games they have available. Go ahead and list some games they have available.
All right, some of the games they have. These aren't really the most exciting games. They have You Don't Know Jack Party, which is going to be it's a multiplayer game. You can't play it by yourself. It's kind of boring. Walking Dead Season 1, Badlands, Dead Trigger 2 was an Android game that I had. It's like a first-person shooter. Zen Pinball HD, League of Evil. I'm not sure what that is. Fist of Awesome.
Oh, so it's actually an Ouya game.
Game?
It's a platformer. It's kind of like it's a really crappy. I didn't even get it. It's a platform game that it's so confusing. It's kind of like Mario Brothers, but just something's not quite there, and I kept dying.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the League of Evil? Oh,
yeah.
You know what? Okay, no, I think that's the one where you have to you have to the guy who punches things or whatever.
It's something like that. It's kind of like Mario Brothers.
Yeah. Actually, I put a video on that on my page. What the hell am I talking about? Fist of Awesome, Cider Arcade HD, Sonic CD of all things. You have Sonic CD on the fucking Amazon Prime.
Which shows how I don't want to say it shows
Sonic
how
CD is a Dreamcast game.
No, Sonic CD is a Sega CD game.
Okay, I'm thinking Dreamcast.
It's an old Sonic CD came out for the Sega CD.
Okay,
which predates Saturn.
Yeah,
so it's like late '90s. I mean,
I got you.
It just really shows how underpowered the whole system is. Which brings me back to what I'm saying. They should have just partnered with somebody who's has the marketing game, so they can blow up with that and then build from there. They're trying out a great concept.
Okay,
like the Roku 3, you can play games like Smash, that bird game, Angry Birds.
Angry Birds.
Yeah, you can play that, but it's not great. I mean, it's something you'll do hey, I can play this on the game. Okay, cool. Let's turn on my PlayStation. I can do better games than that.
Okay.
Amazon Fire is a great concept. They had a decent market for videos, but they're not going to have a great market in gaming ever. So it almost feels like it missed the point. You missed the mark there. You have a great market for video. Why try this service you're not going to be great at?
Okay.
And I think a lot of systems are... I mean, everyone's doing that nowadays. They're trying to come up with their own little niche system that does it all. Steambox does it all now, so you don't need... I think they're all trying to get rid of third party eventually. Eventually, EA is going to come out with the EA box, or you don't need to go get other systems. It's going to be all encapsulated streaming service. I don't know. To me, they did it wrong.
But how would Amazon keep the it's $99, $100 for this box that does this stuff? Now, in theory, you should have to buy the games. There may be a demo here and there, but you have to buy the games to play them. There may be a discount on games as well as movies or rents, whatever, or streaming. But essentially, you're watching Netflix or you're watching something on your computer or whatever, or whatever. You're watching whatever. You put it down, you pick up your phone, and play a game. That's all it is. You're taking the middleman out of picking up your phone and playing a game, and you have this weird controller that.
Which is a crappy looking controller. Oh my god!
It looks like a fat like.
And so not too many people are familiar with the Ouya, but
yeah,
the Ouya controller. I thought was well designed. Not everyone likes it. The Fire controller looked like an Ouya controller, like just bad, like a really.
It was a fat one.
Yeah, a really
bulky,
like a pre-concept Ouya controller.
Yeah,
it just doesn't look like it, and it's $40, and it doesn't look pretty. I mean, I'm hoping at least somebody will design a controller for it, or like it's compatible with Bluetooth.
I
or something.
didn't see any thumbsticks on there. I think it has a D-pad, 4 face buttons, and 2 shoulder buttons.
Wow, I didn't realize that. That's even worse.
And it has. I could swear I didn't see any analog dual sticks, and it has looks like a select start and a world button. The world button may be like go online or whatever. But yeah, it's a basic control.
It looks like crap. Like if you would have brought, let's say I was a $1 billion millionaire, whatever, billionaire, and you said I had this concept for Amazon Fire, I would have ran you through the game. Like, it's a great idea, but you're not great at video games. You have some video games there, but that's not enough to tackle video gaming. You're gonna need to like raise up to the level of check out the Ouya. Great concept, didn't work out. It's not gonna be able to topple or even mess with the AAA concepts. They should even partner up with the Nintendo. That would have been great. Amazon Fire partner with Nintendo. I mean, Nintendo has a decent market on games. I mean, it just to me, I don't see.
And you can actually stream Netflix and Amazon on the Hulu on the Amazon Fire.
It just would have been an awesome concept. The Wii Fire. I mean, it's like the Wii and it's like the Amazon, but they mixed together for this one concept. So now you can do the gaming portion. Now you can do the Amazon portion, and you get the best of both worlds because they both do it well. I mean, if you look at the specs, if you want to go through the specs.
Yeah, you listed here. Android. It's Android powered, so I'm not sure why. That's so your games are going to be as good as the highest Android phone out today.
And don't put down Android. Android actually runs almost most. It's like iOS, just more open for.
I'm not saying I'm not putting it down. I'm just saying like it's going to be as powerful as a top Android phone today. That's what you're going to be.
Most people just don't. When a lot of people hear Android and they think, "Oh, crappy version of Apple." It's not the case.
It's really, not at all. I am an Android lover. I don't like iPhones at all.
Yeah, I hate iPhones too. Fucking
it has about 2 gigs of RAM, a quad-core CPU, and dedicated GPU. Is that central processing unit and the graphics processing unit.
So if you put into the concept, it's like a low-grade computer for $99.
But it's higher than maybe the Raspberry.
Yeah, it's higher than Raspberry, but it's like getting if you went down to and bought the cheapest computer for not the cheapest, but a decent computer, decent/cheap. That's what this is for $99.
If you buy a cheap e-machine,
yeah, and it's decent specs. I didn't realize it was already in market. Actually, they're quick to announce and release shit from Amazon. They've already announced it's already in the market. From what I heard, faster than any streaming device out there.
Well, isn't that really based on your internet connection? You can't really.
No. It's so partially based on your internet connection, partially based on processing speed. Obviously, you're not going to be able to download videos faster than you can your internet connection, but just processing, like if you going from one menu to another, is mostly just the actual thought process of the device itself.
Okay.
I had a Roku and I've gone from menu and it feels kind of wonky. They're saying it's like that, they smoothed out everything. So actual just processing speed, like how to get from here to there, it's faster than any device you own. Chromecast. Roku. Well, because essentially, it's in a market of its own. Well, because it has gaming and video, it's not really. It's kind of like it's competing with all the gaming devices and streaming devices. Streaming device wise, better than a Roku stick, which is recently announced for $50. Better than a Chromecast, which is $35. Better than Amazon Apple TV, which is $99, I believe.
Okay, but in the world where everybody believes Apple is like the
you're not going to convince an Apple fan out of an Apple product.
For
the most part. It's not the hate. Some people are just dedicated to their market. You're going to have a hard time convincing me to buy an Xbox.
And same position.
Yeah,
yeah.
But Apple fans are like, I would say they're like that, but worse. The Apple, you could have a product that's better than the Apple TV, and they will still buy an Apple TV because they have other Apple products, and they just feel like, oh, well, I have the Apple, why not go?
Apple is hippie trending.
But Apple is the market quartered on cool. I can't hate Apple. Whoever came up with Apple, and like, we were looking at Apple stock, how much it would cost to buy stock in Apple.
Right now?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
How much is buy stock?
I don't remember how much it was, but me and my friends would have to raise a lot of money just to buy like 1,000 shares, which would cost us like $10,000. It was some ridiculous price, but we looked at the stock market. If you bought Apple stock 10 years ago, one share, you'd be like $10,000. It was something ridiculous. Like the market has gone up for Apple so much. Shares are crazy. It's worth way more than Microsoft stock, Sony stock, and
because all the moms who buy iPhones.
Yeah, so it's pretty ridiculous. So Apple's definitely a good investment if you want to go out and get stock if you have the money. But I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
We've gone off Amazon Fire because it's really not that important. It's not that exciting. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna.
I think it's exciting. But like I said, I thought it was exciting. It's just you did it wrong.
It's just another set-top box. That's all it is.
Yeah,
it's one more set-top box to add to the list of set-top boxes that people are going to get. And whoever doesn't have a set-top box already isn't going to see this and say, okay, this is what I have to have because of whatever.
Exactly. There's no incentive to get this device. Like I was saying, if they would have partnered with like Sony, Microsoft, the Wii, maybe not the Wii, maybe a Steam box. If they would have partnered with somebody who's already like who's big out there, like they already have the gaming market cornered, so now let's add this to you. I think it would have been perfect. I think that would have sold, even if they partnered with like a laptop company, like this extra edition like this. You just plug in this to your laptop, and now you can play games, and all that streaming shit just comes like that. I think it would have been perfect. But as a TV streaming device, they fucked up, and that's just gonna. I think it's going to have a decent market. People who are already into the Amazon Fire. I bought an Amazon Fire, Kindle Fire, and I didn't think it was that great.
So $99 gets you the set-top box. $40 gets you the controller.
See,
plus tax.
Essentially,
$150.
It's really saying $40 for the controller. Saying to access our video games, it's going to cost you at least $40.
Yeah,
like even if you just want access, they're essentially charging you almost to play their games because you can't play it otherwise. From what I read, like
it looks wireless, so there's no there's no plug-in system, there's no USB, there's no micro USB, no HDMI.
I think it's Bluetooth though.
Bluetooth?
I think it's Bluetooth. So I'm hoping they okay. So if they want to do a smart move, they need to open up that Bluetooth to be able to connect to any Bluetooth controller, like the Ouya, like the PlayStation. I don't know if Xbox uses Bluetooth.
I believe it does.
But they need to open that up to really try to get a market for gaming, because otherwise, $40 to play games that aren't that sacred to $40 to play Sonic CD.
And if you're a game developer, you can actually go and download the SKG off of the Google website. You can try to develop your own game for the Fire.
And if you're a fan of Ouya, you can get those games on there. I'm a fan of Ouya, but not everyone else is.
I have been getting emails, give me $5 here and there, and I have not used it. Have you got those emails?
Maybe not.
I got the email saying, "Oh yeah, we haven't seen you playing. Come back. Here's $5 to buy a game." I have not even turned my Ouya is not even plugged in.
So I have a quick question for you, and it's not on the list here. So let's go off the cuff. So because
I'll make it the last one.
I don't know. Make this the last one. Just quick talk.
Okay.
I'm seeing Captain America in roughly 3 hours. How did you see it? How did you like it?
I saw it last night.
Yeah, no.
It was amazing.
It was
I loved
amazing.
It was up there. It was up there with Iron Man 1, the first Iron Man. Like I enjoyed that. Out of the 3 Iron Man 1 was amazing. 2 and 3, Captain America 1 wasn't that good.
I thought Captain America 1 was a great proof of like it was a good movie and a great proof of concept. Like I wasn't convinced until I saw the movie. I was like, damn, didn't know you make a good Captain America movie.
This one, if you like it, then this one will blow your fucking socks off because
okay, cool.
It's amazing.
He said blow.
I said blow, and then socks. It's just everything, and it's 250 minutes. It feels like at any time the Avengers can just walk on in. The Avengers could walk on in, it would make sense. At any time at all, they could walk on in, you can introduce some more characters, and it would make sense. Okay, well, I get that. It makes sense. I'm okay with it, you know? Because
I always thought growing up that Captain America was the whole Avengers to me have been mostly lame up until recently. Thor being the lamest. Captain America never worked as me as a comic book hero, but he's recently starting to work. But the Winter Soldier saga has always been like off the wall. It's great.
The Winter Soldier itself, if people don't know, I'm not gonna say anything, but who it is. But the Winter Soldier itself, the costume, the mask, the moves, how he is fucking awesome. Okay. I mean it's just everything about that character. Like, damn, that's a fucking awesome villain / feature. I don't know what.
Yeah,
I'm not sure they're gonna follow the comics or not. But this movie isn't all about Captain America though. It's not really. It's not. It's kind of split between a couple people. So it's not. It's Captain America, but there is a B and C story of other characters that are important and involve Captain America. But like it just the story.
I just already heard because I listen to news radio now because I'm tired of hip hop and rap because it sucks these days.
Okay,
no, it really does. So I listen to news radio. So I was listening over here. Captain America has the highest money making film of April of all time, and this is Saturday. We're going on Sunday, so between Thursday and Friday, it just broke I think $90 million.
It hit about they're estimating right now about $96 million this weekend, including the Thursday night midnight showings.
Yeah, so for a spring break show, that's the highest rated of all times right now. Just for spring break, April area, they do these things by week. So by the end of Monday, we'll see if it broke any more records, but pretty amazing. And everyone I know who's seen it loves it. It's been on in Europe for like 2 weeks now. They absolutely love it.
2 extra scenes.
2 what?
2 extra scenes. There's 2 stay.
Okay.
There's a 1 extra scene where you're like, okay, well, that's fucking awesome.
Have you seen All Hail the King? All Hail
Mandalorian. No, I haven't.
Oh.
But also the next scene. Do it again. The next scene at the very, very end, that as well, which really adds to maybe a future Captain America movie.
Okay. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I just wanted to throw that out there. I hear so many amazing things about it.
Yeah, it's good. I really like it.
Okay. Yeah.
You'll like it. You'll enjoy it. Okay. You better.
Hopefully. See, it's gotten to the point where the hype, because I have still not seen a trailer for this movie.
Oh no, it's awesome.
So I like to go in just like I don't want anything wrong.
And this one's slightly in some ways kind of dark. You're like, whoa, that's
it should be dark. What I imagine from the Winter Soldier's storyline, it should be dark and it's like kind of depressing almost.
Dark, depressing, and there are people get killed. Like actually, like it's not like Superman accidentally got killed. No, these people get killed on purpose. Like there are some deaths in here, and there are some future villains in there that you'll see get made or kind of sorta.
Okay.
And if listen to everything that's said because there are names thrown in there. You're like, I know that name. That's a future superhero. That they're future movies.
That's like the funnest thing to do in any comic book. That's one thing I really like about watching Arrow. Is like, oh, Slade Wilson. Wait, hold on, is that Deathstroke? You go Google it. Like that is Deathstroke. Yep. Or like, that's the like one of the funnest things about all comic book movies these days. Or
trying to figure out the names. Like another person. Who is the person? Oh, that person. Oh yeah. Then that's how they fit in.
Yeah, and like, oh wait, did I hinting to?
And before Captain America 2, you saw all the Marvel trailers. Guardians of the Galaxy, the full one. You saw X-Men First Class. You saw what did you see? I mean, Spider-Man 2, you saw that one.
Want to do some more comic book trailer watches? Why did I say comic watch? Trailer watches? We should do some of those.
We'll do some more.
Yeah. But now I'm looking forward to it. I'm counting it down the hours, basically. Yeah.
On that note, I have just a couple things for WrestleMania. You have to go watch Captain America 2.
Oh, I got time. All right, you want to end it up?
Yeah.
You're kicking me out.
No.
I get it now.
It's just me saying, okay.
Hey, Dre, so you're going somewhere, right? Like, no, I'm good. No, you're going somewhere. Okay, on that note, this is GGWP, Geeks Gaming Whatever Podcast. Check us the same bat time, same bat channel, and whatever day is post stuff, which is more likely in the middle of the week.
Yes.
There you go. Confirmation. You think I would know, but my life's days kind of just melt together, weeks kind of melt together. Shit, I don't know. It feels like Saturday to me.
Even though it's Sunday. No
Even
worries.
It's Sunday. Parking is a bitch today. It's crazy.
Long Beach parking is pretty bad. That's where I live.
Yeah, it is definitely bad. Check us the same. Where can I check you out, Taylor?
Like always, you can catch me up at treehousegeeks.com. Or the THG. It goes the same place. You can also check me out on YouTube, where you're hopefully listening to this.
Hopefully.
YouTube.com/TreehouseGeeks. You can catch me on Xbox, Twitter, and Instagram at all the same name. It's Demonol, DEMONOL.
You can catch me on my website, the project. No, it's not the project. My website.
Think you know it.
I actually figured out what the hell is wrong with my website. So it's Project GS at. Oh goddamn! Forget it. You can catch me on gaming at Dikstarrbuck, DIKSTARRBUCK. If you didn't catch that, just go ahead and rewind this little clip here. And it's pretty funny. I was playing Marvel Heroes the other day, and they won't let me use my name Dikstarrbuck
because Dick's in it.
Yeah, I had to use the name Dikstarrbuck, and I don't like it as much.
Yeah, if you haven't listened, if you haven't caught anything, we also posted a video on the YouTube channel, same place you'll see it. Listen to this here. Of our TMNT trailer review, our teaser trailer review.
Teaser trailer review.
Go check it out.
In
the description, excuse me, you'll see links to our websites as well as our where you can find us everywhere else.
Yeah,
it's all there.
Yeah.
You see anything else like that?
What's up?
Anything else like that?
Oh, go ahead and wish me happy birthday on a YouTube channel. That'd be awesome.
Yes,
or not,
but not on the Facebook. Says you can't.
You can't, bastards. I outsmarted all of you.
Yes.
No one cares.
You outsmart everybody.
And don't bother calling me either because I'm not answering my phone.
No.
Seriously, though. But I'm turning to Big 3-0. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you.
This would be what episode is this? Like episode 10?
This is episode 9.
Episode 9? Damn, I was close. Episode 10. WonderCon's coming up soon, so we'll be doing some stuff there. Hopefully get some interviews. Hopefully talking to some hot chicks, some hot dudes, some fancy cosplay people, and yeah.
My stomach is growling.
Okay. Kicking me out. All right. Well, on that note. All right. Holla back. Peace.
See you later.